Hey guys, it's Masatonic. I'm bilingual harukist. 皆さん、こんにちは。バイリンガルハルキストのマサトニックです。Haruki Murakami book guide short story started to the rise and fall of Sharpie cakes. So, in this video, I'd like to talk about this kind of Murakami's fairy tale, the rise and fall of Sharpie cakes. What the Sharpie cakes is all about. Don't worry, you can tell, you might not tell, but still you can enjoy it when you read it. So just take a look at it. As always, this video consists of three parts. First, overview, two, story, and third, deep reading or reading tips from me. So let's get started. First, overview. This story contained in collection of short story Blind Willow, Sleeping Woman in 2007 July. In Japan, it's also contained in another collection of short story, A Perfect Day for Kangaroos, in 1983 September. And as I said earlier, this is a very short story and also funny and humorous Murakami's fairy tale, or we could call it kind of a dark version is fairy tale. So what kind of story is this? Let's take a look at it. Story. The protagonist of this story is a young man, maybe in 20s, and for some reason he have a plenty of time. And when one day when he read newspaper, he had some article about major information seminar of Sharpie cakes. At this stage of this story, the protagonist and reader didn't know about what is Sharpie cakes. In Japanese, it's much more interesting soundbite, tongari yaki. So in Japan, there are some kind of Japanese sweets which is called bra bra yaki, means yaki means kind of baked. So like what else? So in Japan, we call it yaki onigiri. It means rice ball, grilled rice ball. I don't know, is it a right explanation? But nani nani yaki means such a grilled ones or grilled or baked one image. So and basically it's that how to say sounds remind the Japanese people such a Japanese sweet one like a yes, dorayaki. Dorayaki is a kind of Japanese sweet that with very sweet one, and also and the taiyaki. It's a it's hard to explain, but the shape of fish and then the shape of fish and within it, I don't know, anko is Japanese or it's already become English. I don't know, but the Japanese um, very sweet one in it. And so the Tongariyaki's names reminds many of Japanese, such as something like that. So Sharpie cakes means they're a bit, um, I don't know what exactly the shape of these sweets, but Sharpie means something like they're triangular for form, I think, or many people guess, so Sharpie cakes. And then in this story, protagonist really likes such a sweet things. So and he was very good at making it. So he had just interest in this Sharpie cakes. And also what the major information seminar of Sharpie cakes is there. So that's the reason why he went to the this event. And when he visits this event, there are so many people. It's a very great turnout there. So he was kind of surprised because the protagonist didn't know about Sharpie cakes, but so many people know it and visited, gathered there. And it's like a kind of standing party. So there are so many snacks. Of course, the snacks is Sharpie cakes, and then so it's the first time to try Sharpie cakes for protagonist, and he just tried it, and but tasted not so good. Actually, he didn't say not it's bad, but not so good. It's just a kind of old-fashioned one, and so he didn't get that kind of old-fashioned sweets could get popularity in the in especially for younger generation. That's his idea, but there are so many people gathered, and then just he asked, told some girl, just sit next to him, and did you know the Sharpie cakes? And the girl said, of course, it's famous. But and Shinko, the protagonist, started to say, but the taste is not so. And just the girl take a reaction, sudden reaction. Um, and this is a line. Are you crazy? Coming to a place like this and bad mouthing Sharpies? The Sharpie crow could get you. You never make it home alive. Sharpie crows. So there is some item, Sharpie cakes. It is title and also a main theme of this story. And also another character, Sharpie crow, might appear in this story. So it's like this. It's kind of a fairy tale like style, we can tell. And then but the protagonist didn't know about what the Sharpie kicks and also Sharpie cross, but the event had started, and some executive guy of this company, Sharpie Cakes company, appeared in stage, and he started the event, and he had a announcement of the this Sharpie Cakes. So and he wanted to so many people inventing the brand new Sharpie cakes. It's just something like that. There, kind of brand making new Sharpie cakes contest. And like I said earlier, protagonist is very good at making sweets. So he thought the current Sharpie cakes is not so modern, and he thought he can make it much more modern and much more good one he can make. And then he tried and he invented it, new Sharpie cakes, brand new Sharpie cakes, and he brought them to the company. And yes, and after a few months, he got an invitation from this Sharpie cakes company again, and he revisited the company, and he invited to the some executive classroom. And then also that executive guy appeared, and he said, "You are a brand new Sharpie cakes. It's had brought some kind of um, discussion over so many different ideas gathered from many other executive guys in this Sharpie cakes company." And then protagonist kind of surprised what discussion is all about. And someone said, this is really new, a brand new Sharpie cakes. It's great. And on the other hand, the other guy says, it's it's not Sharpie cakes. It's something different from Sharpie cakes because their existence itself is totally different. And other guys just simply angry, mad at them. I didn't like it, something like that. And then the board member didn't have a conclusion. Is this a worse for brand new Sharpie cakes or not? And then they decided to let other much more important, how to say, important ones should decide this is a brand new Sharpie cakes or not. So, and then that important a how to say important one is Sharpie crows. So in the Sharpie cakes company, there is in the so very huge room was there, and then about 100 of large crows were there, and that crow is very large, about 1 meter, and also their eyes is kind of blind. Their eyes were blind, so such a very a grotesque monster-like crows were there. And of course protagonist very surprised, what is this? And then their company guy said, this is a Sharpie cross, and they really like the Sharpie cakes. And if they when they gave them how to say long one, the Sharpie crow really just throw it away, and they shouted, Sharpie cake, Sharpie cake, Sharpie cake. So their decision is everything. When they really liked Sharpie, that new one, that is a new brand new Sharpie case, but when they just didn't adopt it, so we can't call it Sharpie cakes. So let them let them decide. And then there are executive guys gave the protagonist made Sharpie cakes to them. And they gathered such a small portion of Sharpie cakes, which is made by protagonist. That's a brand new one, and or much more. We could call it the modern one. And as executive guys or board members, the Sharpie Cross opinions are totally different. So one Sharpie Cross really liked this new one, and with great excitement and enjoyment, they enjoyed it. But other Sharpie cakes just spit it away, throw away, and shouted, I want to have a Sharpie cake, Sharpie cake, Sharpie cakes. They cried something like that. Their sound is something similar to the human's voice. Sharpie cross, Sharpie cakes, Sharpie cakes. The description in the story is very interesting. Anyway, and then and the other guys, because the Sharpie cakes is very small portion, so there are not enough amount of Sharpie cross of which such a hundreds of Sharpie cross could get it. So someone who didn't get Sharpie cross very mattered, and they started to fight against each other, kind of battle, really bloody battle. The description kind of a little bit a also it's also grotesque, but yeah, it's a really bloody one. And then by watching this scene, protagonist just think how to say lost his will to win this contest. And oh, I forgot to mention about when he won, he could have get her a amount of money, 2 million Japanese yen. It's quite such a how to say amount of money. And he thought with this money he can make a marriage with his girlfriend, and but still he think just with continuing with by having a relationship with these Sharpie clothes or such a Sharpie cakes companies guys is to him nonsense, because he didn't have enough time to keep a relationship with such a grotesque monster, and he just walk away. That's the end of story. So this is a story. So it's really kind of dark fantasy, and it's not difficult to tell what Murakami wants to convey, or what Murakami had he have in his mind when he liked this story. So let's take a look at of deep reading or reading tips. First, it's a casual kind of joke. Let's make Sharpie cakes. Interesting. Actually, I'm very bad at making sweets, so to me personally, I don't think I can make it. But if you like cooking and made some cookies or some sweet one, so let's try. Let's make Sharpie cakes. And but beware, worry about Sharpie cross. Sharpie cross could get you. But all right, and okay, and then much more how to say difficult one is this. What's the metaphor of this story? But it's not difficult. As actually, Murakami himself had answered basically something like answer. He already answered it some interview. So if you're interested in, please Google it. Maybe you can tell. But I'm not sure that story, that the interview translated into English. So I should mention it. Okay, in this video, he said this is a story of the about a literary world in Japan. So in Japan, we call it Japanese call it bundan, such a some Japanese literary word, and Japanese literary world or literary industry is not so, it's very kind of close industry. So, and then some also literature award. In Japan, there is some literature award. Maybe in this case, Murakami implies the Akutagawa Award, and the Akutagawa Award got some award money, and also the some people discuss with what which works were worth for Akutagawa Award, and then they have some different idea, different opinion. So, but Murakami didn't have a good memory of the Akutagawa Award, so maybe this Sharpie cakes, how to say, incident is just a straight, how to say, metaphor of the such a Akutagawa Awards incident. Some, yeah, because the Sharpie, in this case, a Sharpie cakes is a novel. He can make it much more modern one. And he really good to it, and he can make it. And then he proposed it, but the board member of some organization has some very different opinion about it. Some said it's great, it's really, it's genius, it's genuine, it's brand new. Other guy said it's not novel, blah blah blah, and they had a discussion with. And Murakami thought just keeping contact with them is kind of nonsense. So maybe this is a kind of answer, but this, how to say, metaphorization could be very simple way um, to make a story. So like this, when you had some bad experiences, maybe we always could have such a some small, from a small things to very serious one. We had some difficulties. We had a kind of angry or nonsense incidents we could have in daily life. Why not we should make it into a story like this? So this is the kind of good tips to deal with such a stress of daily life. I don't know, but so let's try. Think about what's the metaphor of this story, and also like this, like Murakami, you can make a kind of story with using metaphorization. Okay, right. That's it. Thank you for watching my video. Did you like it? I hope you like it. And this video will make you want to read Murakami's novel and or read again. Right. Okay. So like this, I posted one to two video per week. So let's see next video. Thank you. Bye.